I'm going to sing through one of my favorite hymns, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I want to just pick out a few songs and kind of walk through them and talk through them, what makes them good songs for corporate worship specifically. This one specifically, I want us to listen for the melody and how really this melody, it's only about an octave. It's actually a ninth in terms of the range, but it's just barely one whole step over an octave. So the range is pretty small, but its use of space is perfect, and there's huge dynamics in the melody and the way it's built. So yeah, I'm gonna sing through this. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Yeah, so the way that builds is just brilliant. How it moves, how it barely uses any space in terms of real estate with the melody. But you notice, you hardly ever get tired of that melody, and it's so simple. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. I mean, it's mostly quarter notes, but it's so simple in how it's set up, and yet what's going on underneath. There's some really cool changes going on. So it's a great example of a song that balances sort of the mystery and clarity thing that keeps it accessible for people in corporate worship, but has some staying power, really in the lyric as well, but in the music and the melody especially. Great use of energy and space in that song. Let's look at one. This is Matt Redman's song. Matt Redman's a great writer of corporate worship songs. This is a song of his called Jesus Only Jesus. Who has the power to raise the dead? And who can save us from our sin? He is our hope, our righteousness. Jesus, only Jesus. And who can make the blind to see? Who holds the keys that set us free? He paid it all to bring us peace. Jesus, only Jesus. Of course. And holy King Almighty Lord, saints and angels all adore, I join with them and bow before Jesus, only Jesus. All right, the song goes on. That one uses some great principles that we've talked about. The song opens with a question, so that's a great practice principle. If you don't know how really to open a song, you want the opening line to have some interest. He uses the sort of technique of opening with a question to kind of add some intrigue. It's pretty clear that the song is really well organized. So you have the North Star. The concept was Jesus, only Jesus. He started with that. And he was kind of working around that, building around that idea. So he starts with a question. He creates the dissonance. Who has the power to raise the dead? Who can save us from our sin? He is our hope, our righteousness. Jesus, only Jesus. All this. There's movement. There's motion there in the lyric. Chorus: Holy King, Almighty Lord, saints and angels all adore. I join with them and bow before Jesus, only Jesus. So he did a great job of taking a title. And making it really, really big, as big as it can be. What else? The song has great use of space. You know, the melody. You're not. There's an energy to the melody, but it's not too complicated. There's a lot of space in the lyric, lets you breathe. The chorus has a great lift. Holy King, Almighty Lord, saints and angels all adore. I join with them and bow before Jesus, only Jesus. So there's a great energy there for the chorus. It lifts up melodically, um, and that's a great kind of tool technique. If you want to look at the place where your verse is written generally melodically, you want the chorus for there to be a jump in energy in the range of where it is. That's helpful. Let's just look at one more maybe. This is a hymn, Stuart Townend, How Deep the Father's Love for Us. And how deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that he should give his only Son to make a wretch his treasure. And how great the pain of searing loss, the Father turns his face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. All right, this one is a wonderful corporate worship song, and it's actually written in 5/4. How deep the Father's love for us. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and it doesn't even feel that way, which is it's really well written for a song to be in sort of an odd meter, and for it to feel sort of normal and really natural. So he did a great job at that. So that's a great example of sort of balancing the mystery and clarity. The 5/4 time has a certain mystery to it, but he did it in a way that works. Let's look at his rhyme scheme for a minute. He uses A, B, A, B. How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure. Right, so that's A, B. Those two didn't rhyme. That he should give his only Son, sort of a slant rhyme with us, to make a wretch his treasure. So he rhymed it there. So it's helpful in songs to separate the rhymes. You don't want the rhymes to be too far from each other, or else you'll lose a sense of how the song is sort of the togetherness of the song, the lyric. If you put the rhymes too close, it'll feel too Dr. Seuss. If you put them too far away, it'll feel too disconnected. But that's a great example of good spacing in the rhymes. So there's it brings a lot of solidity to the song. There's some good lift there. How great the pain of searing loss, the Father turns his face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. The song really only uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chords, and it's a lot of the same motion in terms of the chord structure. So he did really great job in terms of just the simplicity, but the complexity as well of this song. So those are just a few examples, a few different ways, tricks, I guess, principles of writing songs for corporate worship. That hopefully it's helpful.